Hey guys, Russell and Travis, two guys with bikes. If you've been keeping in contact, or keeping up, I should say, with our previous videos, you know that we've done a couple unboxings. One of the few things that we did were the Fitbit Charge 2, the Misfit Cyclist Edition, and we just wanted to shoot you a quick update on that. So
we're trying a different view here. To be honest with you, my littlest one is sleeping inside, and if we wake up the little one, well, the wife will be upset with us. So we're outside.
And we got to work with what we got, so.
That's right, and we're pretty happy with outside. It's a beautiful day today. I wanted to touch base on the Misfit. This is the Misfit. I got the Misfit because I had the Charge HR, and the Charge HR just came apart. This is, I don't know, probably the fourth or fifth one that I've gotten. Russell had one too.
Yeah, if you saw my unboxing of the Fitbit Charge 2, which I'll touch on a little later, I actually zoomed in and pulled it up a little bit, so you can recheck that to see what we're talking about.
So the reason I tried the Misfit is the Misfit had the Cyclist Edition, and at that time my phone kept dying. So instead of thinking outside the box and just putting a battery on my phone, I said, well, maybe the Misfit will work better than the Fitbit. Now, I love what Fossil did here with the Misfits. I'm actually going to get a Shine 2 because I love how it fits on your hands. I love how simple it feels. It's actually a great thing. We've had it for about 2 months now, and that's why we're doing it now, because it gave us enough time to try it out. It does fit in this little tiny round thing. You can put it into your cycling shoes. It works great. The problem is the app that you use for the Misfit, it's not any better than Strava. I think Strava is actually better than the Misfit app, so I don't use it. And because I have a Fitbit that I wear every day, I don't really wear this one because it doesn't tell me when I have phone calls coming. The Shine 2 will tell me when I have phone calls coming, when I have text messages coming. So when I get that, I will retire the Fitbit and I'll only wear the Misfit. But for now, I didn't really see any advantage to this. I mean, it's only $18, so if you don't have a tracker, it works. I'm actually going to give it to one of my kids, and they can play with it, use it, and everything, because it does work great, just doesn't work for what I need. If my phone dies, it's not going to change anything for this. It doesn't have a GPS on it, doesn't have any of that. So just for me personally, it doesn't do anything extra that I need.
Yeah. As far as the Charge 2, so I'm actually wearing it right now. I have been a big Fitbit user. I had the Charge HR like Travis did, and I've been wearing this for about 2-3 months now, which was a really good amount of time. So if you, can I see this?
Oh, yeah.
If you notice, the Charge HR is actually slightly thinner than the Charge 2, which doesn't really, just by looking at it, doesn't really seem like it would make all that much difference. But multiple times I have caught this thing on walking next to walls, on my desk at work. That little bit of thickness actually makes a world of difference. It hasn't deterred me from actually using it. I still love it. It's just something to be mindful of. One thing I mentioned in my previous video, the unboxing, is that they made removable bands to get rid of that problem they were having with the Charge HR, which is awesome. But one thing I've noticed is, I'm actually gonna walk closer. I don't know if this will zoom in, but there's a little bit of play on the band, which makes me feel like it's gonna come off, but it's made really well. It won't come off. It just feels like it will a little bit sometimes. But overall, I like the build quality. The glass is, I don't know the specific type of glass they use, but it's that type of material that picks up fingerprints. So if you don't like fingerprints, they make the glass protectors that eliminate that.
Do you know if the glass protectors make it shatterproof like you do on a phone? Is it glass that the glass protector would break?
I don't know. I don't think there's enough glass here to shatter if you hit it. I know I've hit it a few times, good knocks, and it didn't even scratch it. So I think it might be like scratch resistant or shatterproof glass, but honestly, I don't think that is a major issue. I mean, obviously, if you like fall face first on your bike, which I did one time, and it hits the ground, which it didn't, I feel like that would be a case it might shatter, but I think the build quality itself is really good. So.
Now, when he was talking about the thickness, the problem, like for me, that's why I like the Misfit. The Misfit is ultra thin on your wrist, and that's the reason I'm going to get the Shine 2, because I like the thin. Just the Charge HR is thicker than the Misfit, and I've already scratched up my glass pretty bad. I've run into walls with it, I've caught it on things. I'm actually really hard on the stuff that I have, so I've actually damaged this pretty good, where that one there being thicker and a bigger glass, my fear would be as I would break it.
Yeah, but overall, just if you're a previous Fitbit user and you move into the Charge HR2, I don't think there isn't really that much difference. I mean, it might not even be worth the price point. I think it's like $129, $149, whatever, to get the Charge 2 as opposed to the Charge HR. It depends what you're going to do with it, obviously with anything you buy. But as far as the app, there's really not that much anything new. They just basically updated the Charge HR, which is awesome. But if you don't have a tracker, as Travis was mentioning, you might want to check out the Misfit or even like the cheaper models of the Fitbit. The reason why I went with the Charge HR2 is because I moved from the Charge HR and I really liked it, and the price point was good for me.
There's a lot of people out there that do Fitbit, Misfit, Garmin. There's all kinds of trackers out there, and my problem was just with, I'm big on customer service, so the customer service for me personally, I'm not saying that everyone, was not great when it came to the Fitbit, so I went to the Misfit, and like I said, the price point on the Misfit is a lot cheaper than the Fitbit. The Shine 2 that I'm getting, I think I can get that for like 80 bucks, and it does everything this does, but it just won't tell me who's calling. It tell me I have a phone call, which I don't get a lot of phone calls, so it worked well for me.
Yeah, and you also have to figure, a big thing with just life in general is the money you're spending to use something. If you're going to buy a tracker and you're not going to use it, then what's the point of getting a tracker? But also, you also have to figure the other aspects of the tracker. As Travis was mentioning, the Fitbit app is pretty stellar. Like, we like it. We like the fact that it's very social. There's so many Fitbit users that you can, yeah.
That's actually one thing that I'm going to miss when I go to the Misfit, is the social aspect. Not a lot of people around here do Misfits, so if you do a Misfit app, let me know, because I'll add you on my thing when I start using it. But everybody does Fitbit, so there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah, so yeah, that was just a quick review / update. We probably won't be doing another one because it's plateaued out where we're used to it now, so we hope that this has been a great help. We will be doing update videos on some of the other things we've had. We'll keep doing unboxing videos. But yeah.
Have a great day, and like our video, subscribe, and let me know what you think. If you guys have a tracker, I know one of my friends just looked into tracker and they went to a Garmin. If you like different trackers, let me know. I'd be interested to see what everybody else uses.
Yep. Have a nice day, guys.
Have a great day.